Well, I made it to my favorite mountain and my favorite spot to camp. And this other hiker, nice guy, decided to pitch a tent like right next to mine. And first thing he says, "You mind if I..." Of course I told him there's plenty of other spots, but nope. He had to pick my spot. We had some, good hiking stories to exchange. But when I saw him, I thought to myself, this guy looks like a snorer. Okay, there's my tent. And that's his tent. Well, that snoring is, I don't know how to describe it. It goes between like snorting like a really lethargic pig and a cow that's being drowned, and then it morphs into like a lawnmower type sound. And then there's this inevitable like 3-second pause of pure golden silence, but then it goes back to the pig snort and does the whole thing all over again. And of course, this is the one time I don't bring my iPod. Well, I'm taking another walk away from my tent because I can't sleep. I hate to say this, but this is the very first time in my entire life that I've actually thought of slitting a complete stranger's throat while he sleeps. I've thought of this rather ingenious plan. I think if I just make like a really loud noise of some kind, I can wake him up and stop the snoring. And hopefully I'll be able to fall asleep before he does again. Man, trying to masturbate to that snoring is really creeping me out. So now I'm like looking for places that are approximately 50 yards from my tent where I could drag my mattress and my sleeping bag. This looks like a good spot. You think that's that's a good spot. Yeah, that is a good spot. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to rain. I think. This circumstance reminds me of the true story of Russian cosmonaut. Like, is there any other kind of cosmonaut? Like, are there Kenyan cosmonauts? Well, I suppose if they fake a Russian birth certificate, yeah, I guess. But this is a true story. The cosmonaut was in space, and there was some... I forget the exact specifics, but there was some incessant noise that he could do nothing about. It was like something hitting something, so it was like clink, clink, clink. And he knew he was going to hear this sound continuously for his entire multi-month stay in space. So what he did was he took the perspective of listening to this incessant sound as if it were a symphony. Yeah, you might be able to get away with that with like a clink, 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 but I don't know if he could do that with something that sounds like a cow farting. The sound of those bugs, to me, is music. That is a symphony. I mean, there's a rhythm to it. And even that jet that I can hear in the sky, you know, somehow blends in with the symphony of the bugs. But that guy's fucking snoring has no place in this world. The moon. That's where I like to send that guy. Well, it's me. That's my feet. This is ground. Here, I'll show it to you. It's flat. Let's see if you guys can see. I got a nice view. Of course you can't see it on the camera. But I think I'm gonna hang out here. I think I'm gonna sleep here. No pillow, no mat, no tent. But it's fucking quiet.